It's so funny, I just thought about it. Like, you should do your makeup with me. Like, we can like do it together. It's like fun. It's like besties in the bathroom. Hello everyone, my name is Angel and welcome to my channel. I'm gonna be your big sister today. I'm walking you through how to do your makeup and how to build your makeup routine that works for you. This is my makeup bag. Got it from Vera Bradley. Vera Bradley and I are locked in. Makeup brushes. Got those on deck. Well, the biggest thing about makeup is you have to start with the perfect base. I know you've heard it before. You might not know what it meant, but it's okay, I'm gonna teach you. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to wash my face and do my full skincare routine. Our primer, our hydration, our moisturizer, anything to give yourself that plump, glowy look, that's what we're starting with. Now, emphasis on the eye. When I do my makeup routine, I'm always running out of time, and I think if my eyebrows look good, everything looks good. Let's talk about this. We have the pencil, which is like generic pencil, and we have the spoolie, which is a little dirty, but we're gonna use the spoolie to brush through our brows, okay? This is gonna help us kind of define the shape that we want our brows to be. I like to pull my eyebrow out. I like to start maybe right in the middle here, not too much in the front of the brow. I think if you start in the front, it's gonna create too harsh of a line. So give yourself some wiggle room and start in the middle, okay? We're gonna start in the middle of the brow. Now you can go either way. I'm gonna go, I think, to the end of the brow tonight. I mean, my eyebrow have been fighting all week. Then, after we have the sharp line, back with the spoolie, we're just gonna brush that product up into the eyebrow. If you feel comfortable, you're gonna wanna do the same line you did underneath. I like to do just the ends to kind of connect my brow. I love you. You're doing amazing. Is it like geometry? We're gonna brush that product in. We're not gonna be shy. Brushing it like we brush our hair, okay? Now that we have our eyebrows done, next thing we're gonna do, you have two options here. Now, if you are anywhere in the beauty scene, you've heard all about brow laminating and fluffy brows and trendy brows. Do whatever works for you. This is a 24-hour benefit. This is a 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. I like to use this product to really go in and move the original product that I placed in my brows. So I'm gonna use this to basically define the shape of my brow, because brow setter is gonna set your brows. So it has like a flat side and then spikes. I like to take the flat side and smooth the product over my eyebrow and then use the brush to kind of fix the hairs that I feel like aren't where I want them to be, okay? If you have looser brows, more sparse hairs, not as thick of brows, Benefit Gimme Brow Plus. Just throw this on there. It basically just darkens your eyebrow and basically provides like a tint anywhere where you feel like you need a little bit of more color, okay? I didn't really need to use this product. I just want to show y'all what it looked like because I'm that girl, okay? After your eyebrows are done, they're set, we are going to clean them up. That is why when you are kind of designing your eyebrows and the shape, it's not that serious, because this step is basically like a giant eraser. So anything about your eyebrows that you feel like, ooh, I don't love them, they're not perfect, it's okay, because we're gonna do magic. We're gonna use this little brush here. Looks like a little flathead, like Ed, Edd and Eddy the Plank. It's kind of like that. We are gonna find a concealer. I am gonna be using the Studio Finish Concealer from MAC. This is in the shade NC48. I don't think this is my color. That doesn't really matter. I like to use this kind of pan concealer because I feel like it gives me a little bit more control. This is like $30 concealer right here. Like, don't feel like you have to go out and buy this. Now, I did get it on sale for $5 because I'm always getting things on sale, okay? Because I'm not full price, me, never. We don't even know each other. Not even sisters, not friends, not enemies. We've never even crossed paths. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna get that brush nice and brown. See the products? We're gonna go in and we're gonna use the product. We're gonna pull our eyebrow to the side and we're gonna start again in the center and we're gonna make that line, okay? We started in the center where it's a little thicker. We brought it all the way to the edge and we used the leftover product to bring it to the center. Take as long as you need. I promise you, if you try to do this in a rush, that is when your brows will look ridiculous. So take your time, okay? Until you're professional. Now, I like to do the top. You don't have to do the top, but I like my brows to be I hate to say this, but eyebrows on fleek, the fuck? Okay, that's where we're at. So I like to go right in the middle of the brow here and all the way down. So we're gonna go start in the middle of the brow, and I'm gonna just shape the brow with the leftover product. Notice how I've not added any more product to this brush, okay? This is leftover product. Don't get carried away. Makeup is expensive. We're not wasting anything today. This might be the first time in my life where I'm not gonna fight my brows. And I think it's because I'm trying to do something nice for the universe that like the universe is like, all right, bitch, we'll give you this one time. There's a couple things you could do next. You could take your finger, you could pull your brow down, and you could just blend out all that concealer that we just added into your eye. Brush it down. Use your finger. Free tool. If you're ready for the next step, we're gonna take a beauty blender, little thingy, knock off beauty blender because we're cheap out here. And you're gonna do the same thing, but with your little blender sponge. I think they're just called sponges. It's up to you. This is your world, I'm just living in it. Now we're gonna go in and we're going to conceal all of my dark spots. The skincare routine is doing what it needs to do, but I still got some spots that I don't like to see. You can use the same brush and product that you were using before. So we're gonna come in close, all up in your business, and I have a dark spot here. I'm gonna cover it up. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it's gone. Yeah, concealer is amazing. When I was like 7 years old, I was at the water park not following rules and I fell on my face and I got this scar. And it's been there ever since. Dark spots on the side. Let's cover those bad boys up. Hyperpigmentation is such a heavy problem, and there's just now becoming treatment for women of color to use hyperpigmentation serums and things. So I use all of them. I literally just bought like $30 worth from Ulta like 30 minutes ago before I started filming. I would have been at Ulta longer, but somebody, my man, was kind of catching an attitude, and because he just spent like $300 on makeup for me last week, I was not even gonna get into it. I was like, you know what? Get your shit out of here, because he's not the one. Also, my man was like, oh, the concert, you have to be conservative. Absolutely not. I'm not going. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some spray. You could take water, just pure water from your tap, Fix Plus, rose water, whatever you want to use. Setting spray. We're just gonna go like this. Ready? Watch. Once that's a little moist, we're gonna go in and blend out all the concealer. We're gonna tap it into our skin, okay? We want to keep the concealer right where we put it because we want to conceal all of those dark spots. Just right where it was. Tap, tap, tap in. Ooh. Hey Siri, play Tap In on YouTube Music by Sweetie. Okay, anyways, back to what we were doing before. I have been so into skin tint recently. I think it's because I don't really have problematic skin and my skincare has been eating up my symptoms and problem areas. I like to use a Fenty Beauty skin tint. This is in the shade Eavesdrop 19. Or you could also use a foundation. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Marquise's MD5. These both are like a light reflecting foundation. These are not full coverage. I do not do full coverage. I just don't feel like I need to. And growing up in Florida, it was so hot and humid. Now that I live in Colorado, I feel like I can do more of like glowy makeup looks. Too much information. Back to the content. I like to take this product and put it right on my face. Let's give me a circle of life. Now that I have this on, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty brush. This is a Fenty Beauty foundation brush in 110 and blend it out. I just prefer this. I got it with a free gift of purchase. I would have never bought this myself, but I think it gets the job done. So we're gonna go left side first. I like to bring it down and out. And we're not gonna forget our neck, right ladies? We're gonna bring it all the way down so we don't look crazy, right? Kind of look like a ghost. We don't wanna look like a ghost. We wanna look like a goddess, radiating, levitating down from the heavens, okay? So what we're gonna use, we're gonna go in with a bronzer. This is the Sunstalker Mocha Mami Foundation Bronzer from Fenty Beauty. I love this. It warms my face. I also have the Morphe Deep Glam 8D palette, which looks like this. This palette has contour, bronzer, blush, brightener, everything all in one. It was like $12. Do with that information as you must. You can use like this angled brush here, or you can use a powder brush. Now, up until like 1 month ago, I used to use this brush for both steps. Now I'm here. I've leveled up to the powder look. I think it looks a lot better. So I'm gonna show you. This is the bronzer, by the way. It's like a nice warm color. Let's see, Brianna. Oh, and we're gonna do the fish lips. Get in there, get the bronzer. Then I'm gonna take the leftover product right across the nose, okay? And the nose and the cheeks. Trust me, just trust me, okay? You just take my word for it. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our favorite blush. Now, I'll be honest, I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't know how to use liquid blush. I don't know how to use liquid highlighter. It's too complicated, I like to stick to the basics. This is MAC Full Fuchsia Frost Powder Blush. I like to use what I know how to do, okay? I'm not trying to be out here trying to do too much because that's when things get complicated. Like Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez, Stand for Life, don't know how to use the liquid blush. You can either use this angled brush or the powder brush from before. I'm gonna show you the difference with this brush here. As you can see, it's like literally all I've used for powder blush. When you tap, it gets off extra product. Right here on the cheeks. I like to start right under my eye and just go up and down right here. I don't actually ever hit my cheekbone. So look, right here, we're adding the color. Next thing I'm gonna do is highlighter. I'm a highlighter girly to the death of me. Champagne Pop, Miss Becca Cosmetics. I've upgraded to Chocolate Geode. I don't know how to say that word. Becca highlighter to the death of me. I'm gonna take a highlighter fan brush. Looks something like this. Something like the ancient Greeks would use to like fan their goddess, their pharaoh. Right here, onto the gold. We're gonna go right up the side here, right up the cheek into the eyebrow. Same thing on the other side. Up the cheek, ooh, down into the eyebrow, onto the nose. While I'm kind of here at this step, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. You could use any setting spray. This is just what I happen to have. I wanna upgrade to the OS one because clearly that's what the baddies are using. And we're gonna spray it in a T shape. And we're gonna let it dry. Once we kind of let that set, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with powder. Now this is the NYX HD Studio powder. I've mixed this powder with the Laura Mercier Medium Deep Glow Translucent Powder. I'm gonna take some of this, put it onto the cap. We have the powder. Don't be scared with the powder, okay? Powder's our friend. We're gonna go right under our eye, where we just were, and set. I didn't set my makeup a couple weeks ago because I thought, it looks so pretty, it's so glowy, I don't wanna set it with powder. I looked like I was sweating the whole day. Put your powder on. You don't gotta do a lot. We're gonna take the same brush that we've been using for everything else, and we're gonna just go ahead and put that powder right off our face. We don't need a lot of powder, we just need enough. If you're anything like me, I want more blush. Like, where did my blush go? It's still there. I like to do a little bit extra. I'm gonna add this bright red blush from Morphe just on top to really just bring the whole look together. Right there, look. Bah, you see it? I know you see it. There's no way you cannot see that. Blush comes off a little bit much, especially mine. I kind of look like a clown. Trust the process, like, please, if you ever did, I'm not gonna let you down. Next thing we're gonna do is eyeshadow. Eyeshadow can be very intimidating, so I'm gonna teach you my eyeshadow cheat sheet. I'm gonna use the same bronzer I used for my face, the Mocha Mommy, and this fluffy little brush. We're gonna take it in the powder. I'm gonna take it, tap it. I'm gonna go right into my eyelid, right here. And just warm it up. Doesn't even matter how you do it. You could do it messy, doesn't even matter, look at that. There's no art to it. Now, I like to use this bronzer on my whole face and in this section because it brings my whole look together. It like brings all the colors together. It's so funny because like we have to leave right now. My man is not gonna come in and tell me. He is not gonna interrupt this for the life of him. Now, 2 things you could do here. Moon dust, right here. Urban Decay. This has been like TikTok viral for like the last couple weeks, maybe even before that. I'm just getting on beauty TikTok. You could take this little brush. I'm not sure what this is called. I think this is a taper brush. This is a precision shader. Precision shader. And you could basically just brush this all over your eye. Like there's no rhyme or rhythm. Like that's why I like my makeup look, because I just feel like it's so simple. Like you can't go wrong with bronzer and the glitter. Like you just can't ruin it. Now, if you're going like to a late night like I am, I like to use the Makeup Shayla Wifey palette. This is like my pretty much standard palette of all time. It's getting destroyed. Support Black business always. I'm going to use one of the darker shades to kind of just create a more dramatic and detailed look. Ooh. Vogue. I try to stay away from black just because it always goes wrong. Now, I'm going to use a flat brush. And I will link all these brushes I use in the description. I got like a whole set of like 20 brushes for like $10 on Amazon. Always a steal. We're going to use a dark brown. And I'm going to just go right into the crease of my eye and just tap it in. Bring it up. Now, it also depends. Eyeshadow's hard because you have to learn your eye shape and what works for you. But once you have it under control, it's pretty easy. But once we have that dark brown, as you can see here, we're just gonna brush it out. Brush it out, brush it in, brush it wherever you want it to go, but we're gonna blend that bitch, okay? Now, you could add mascara. I'm not, because it's not the vibe for tonight. But on nights where I go out with my man, I like to do a fake eyeliner. Don't be scared. I'm gonna show you how. I know eyeliner, the second you say eyeliner, it's like, hold on, now you lose me. No, we're going to use a powder eyeliner. Now we're going to use the black. We're going to go into the black with an angled brush. All you're going to do is just stamp it into your eyebrow, into your eye. Whew, that was way too much. And then we're going to blend it in. I don't know what I did over here. We're going to have to fix that one, but we're just gonna blend it, ladies. We're just gonna blend it. And that's how you know, just blend it and it just will be fine. Anyways, last thing tonight before we head to the concert, because I'm like super excited, even though I don't know the artist, I couldn't even tell you one song. I am just the #1 hype man. If my man's happy, bitch, you know I'm happy. So, anyway, man, see my man for 1 minute and I just got all types of excited. Last thing, lips. We're talking black girl lip. We're talking about the viral TikTok lip. We all know. I got a new product today. I want to kind of try it out, so it might fumble. But first thing we're going to use is lip liner. This is the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Espresso. This is how I do it. I don't know how other girls are doing it, but this is how I do a nude lip. We're going to line our lips. Very boldly, like, hello. See that? It's brown. You could definitely see the brown. Now, I like to shade my lips almost like an ombre. Bring the brown all the way to where it's really plumpy and juicy. Now I got lips, so I don't got to overline or do nothing crazy, but if you do your thing. I ain't judging you. Everybody's born different, okay? Everybody got a different mama. This is the Bobbi Brown Crush Lip Color in Cranberry, which I'm assuming is going to be a little bit more red instead of like a nude. But regardless, we're going to tap it in the middle. Maybe I go for a red lip tonight. Hold on. I kind of like it. I still feel like my blush looks like so much, but I promise you, just give me like 2 minutes, okay? I really want to try this new lip tonight. I'm sorry, like we're going off script, but we're gonna try this. This is the In Beauty Project Glazed Lip Oil. People have been hyping up lip oil recently, so it better be the most scrum diddly yumptious shit since like Aquaphor. All right, this is in the shade Berry Jam. I love In Beauty if you watch any of my other videos, so I'm sure this is gonna eat too. It looks pink. I feel like I'm Barbie. Ooh, what the fuck? Hold on. Ooh, it tastes good. Ooh. Now, I'm gonna finish my hair. I'm gonna come back. And that's how you know you should have trusted the fucking process, because I know I look crazy right now. But blush tends to fall off during the day. So you typically want to look like a clown in the morning when you leave for work, when you leave for your event, because odds are by the time you get to where you're going, your blush is just not there. It's just what it is. So you kind of have to overdo it. And that's the thing about makeup. You kind of have to trust the process. You have to learn what works for you, and go from there. So I'm gonna go do my hair, get ready, and then I'll be back. Gonna give it, girl. You have any questions? Anything you need to know? Any way I can help you guys be the baddest bitches you ever met? If so, leave a comment in the description box below. If not, I will see you next week with another video. Bye. Oh, I've got to tell you. My man, he brought me this new Pat McGrath Labs makeup palette. Oh my god, I'm so excited.